Everybody thinks their outreach is failing because of the message, the hook, the subject line, the opener. Honestly, that's not it. In 2026, outreach doesn't fail because of what you said, it fails because of what happens after you said it. Let me show you what I mean. I look at a lot of people's outreach, real estate agents, insurance guys, sales reps, small business owners, recruiters as well. And almost every single one of them is doing the same thing. They send one message, maybe two, and then they stop. They sent 40 connection requests. By the way, that took you an hour to do already. 12 people accepted. They messaged those 12 once and nobody replied. And they decided outreach just doesn't work. And then you default to just cold calling, which is the less efficient way to be able to book meetings today. So that's not outreach failing. That's no follow up. Most deals don't die because the offer was bad. They die because nobody followed up. I'll say that again because it's the whole video. Most deals die because nobody followed up. So why is this worse now than it has ever been? Right? It's because everybody has the same AI tool. The inbox gets 10 times louder. Your prospect is getting 30 messages a day that all sound exactly the same, all written by the same three tools. Someone, right? So one message from you, it's gone and it's buried by lunch. So here's the part nobody wants to hear. The answer is not better message. You can't out clever a noisy inbox. No matter how many people talk about you need a genuine message, it's not true. You do need to be more authentic from your approach and also your offer, but it's not the perfect line that gets the answer, right? It's does your product line up with their service, or do they have a pain point that you can solve? And then that's being sent and followed up on. So the answer is showing up 7 times when everybody else is showing up once. The person who follows up day one, day three, day seven, day 14, that person wins, not because they're smarter, but because they're still there when the other 29 people gave up. So let me give you the actual framework I use. I call it the pipeline stack, 4 layers. And outreach is only one of them. That's the mistake. People think outreach is the whole thing. It's a quarter of the thing. So layer one is presence. This is the most important for me. You're posting, you're showing up in the feed. So when your message lands, they already half recognize you. And cold is harder, warm is easier. Layer two is outreach, the actual message going out daily, not in the burst when you feel motivated, when you have the energy on a Monday versus Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, on a Friday afternoon, or when you're done doing your admin work or you're done, whatever, right? It's not when you're motivated, it's consistency. So layer three is follow up. This is the one everybody skips, and it's the one that actually books calls, multi step, day one, day three, day seven, day 14, automatically. Layer four is nurture. The people who weren't ready yet, you don't drop them. They keep showing up until you keep showing up for them, whether it's newsletters, whether it's content, whatever it is, until the time is right. Because no usually just means not right now. The gut check is this, be honest. Which of those four are you actually doing? Most of you are doing one of half of them, right? One half of them by hand. And it's taking you 15 hours a week to do one and a half of them and then wonder why pipelines are empty. So here's where it gets stupid for me to do any of this manually. I don't. My outreach runs on my multiple tools that I have on LinkedIn. And every day, whether I'm working or not, my follow-up fires on its own. My CRM updates itself on go high level. Contact comes in, pipeline moves, follow up task gets set. I never touched it. Right. So every task, every sequence already built with my messaging, with the pain point, with what I know works. Right. That's the whole point of what we build for people at Eagle AI Agency, or we teach you through our training program. So you either build yourself and own, or you allow me to build to expand your sales team and then push to own, right? So meaning give you to own. So I'm not here just to tell you to follow up more. Telling someone to manually follow up with 200 people is useless advice. By the way, you're probably already doing that anyways. Nobody does it. That's exactly why you automate the boring 90% to keep your time for the 10% that actually the real conversation in the close. So, what do you actually do with this? Three things. One, stop judging outreach off of one message. You just don't have enough data. If you're not following up at least 4 times, you don't have the data yet and you're guessing. Two, build the follow up before you build anything else. Most people optimize the opener for 2 weeks. They're like, what's going to be genuine? What's going to be authentic? Nobody actually cares. Only 10% actually read it. Okay, that's super frustrating for me. Most people obviously optimize the opener for 2 weeks and never write two, three, or four. It's backwards. Write the sequence first. Three, take off your plate. The reason follow up fails is it's boring, it's manual, it's mundane. It's processing power that you're using that can you be using being creative somewhere else. So the fix isn't more discipline. It's a system that does it without you. Build it once, own it, and it runs forever. That's the difference between people who say outreach doesn't work and people who wake up with calls already booked. Same channel, same inbox. One of them has a system, one of them has a to do list. So, lightning round, the objections I always get. Okay. So, a little bit of FAQs. I've talked to tons of business owners. Isn't automated follow up spammy? No. Spammy is the same generic blast to everybody. A relevant message on day three that references why you reached out is just professional. Most people quit before they even get to the annoying one. Trust me. I don't have the tech skills for this. You don't need them. Okay. That's literally the service. You speak what you need, the system builds it for you. You have a high powered software engineer that can do all the coding for you for the stuff, the connection points for API keys and MCPs so that you can automate your workflows. Does cold even work in 2026? Cold by itself with one message, no presence, no follow up? No, the stack works. The single message never did. How long until it's running? It takes me 48 hours to build your LinkedIn optimization. But I would tell you it takes you 2 weeks to learn how to build it from the ground up if you're learning through the education system. 2 weeks. I recommend you building it yourself so you understand how AI actually works. It's much simpler than what most people are thinking. I'm teaching people over 60 years old who own a business how to do it. So it's not about age, it's not about understanding, it's about you're just not willing to do it and you're being lazy. So that's it. If your outreach is failing, I'd bet my money it's on not on your message. It's that there's nothing behind it. One message into a loud inbox was never going to work. 7 touches, run it on the round while you sleep. That's the whole game now. So if you want me to build that system for you instead of you duct taping it together at midnight, the link's below. Right. So just book a meeting. Let's just chat about it. Better understand how AI actually works. How simple is it? How does it actually work for you in those things? So either way, go write your message 2, 3, 4 today. That alone will change your numbers, and I'll see you guys on the next one.